So, today we're headed to the NASA Space Center headquarters or whatever. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. आज हम Kennedy Space Center जा रहे हैं. It is about 2 hours south of Orlando on the southeast coast of Florida. ये Space Center major companies से भी use किया जाता है, such as SpaceX and Blue Origin. We chose the general admission, in which you toured everything on your own for $85. Additional features such as professionally led tours cost over $100 per person. So we have finally reached the Space Center, and since it was almost the end of the year, everything was Christmas themed, including the NASA logo. So first we're gonna take a bus tour around the Space Center, and then after that we're gonna take a look at the rockets and everything else up close and personal. We chose to take the bus first, and near the entrance to the buses was a rover concept designed to carry humans on Mars. So here is the map, and the buses were located at the bottom right of this map. Before boarding the bus, people get to take a photo with the space background, which I could not get videos of unfortunately. And you have the opportunity to buy these photos at the gift shop. Once we boarded the bus, a short film was played which explained pretty much everything about the Space Center. And the nice driver also explained a few things about the place as well. At the end of this route was the Apollo building. Apollo is the name of the moon mission during the space race, in which America sent humans to the moon. We started with a few short movies and demonstrations of how the mission actually started. In the second room, they simulated how much the launch control building shake during the launch, which was a very nice touch. Then we moved on to the big room, where basically everything in the mission was displayed. Now let's talk about what I'm sure many of you are excited about, the rocket. So right here is actually the first stage of the rocket. I cannot explain how large it actually is. Simple analysis, you could say it's as large as a house. Like not even imagine, just like, you know, a normal house, you know? And after the first stage, after the rocket separates from the first stage, here's the second stage, which is almost just as large, I would say. But it's like the width is like much larger, about the same. And it's just a bit shorter, you know? It basically, I think, helps with the orbiting of the rocket. So if you guys can help me out, because I'm actually not really sure about all this, that would be cool, you know. And let's proceed with the last few stages of this rocket, because they're still pretty massive. And here's the third stage of the rocket. Again, please help me out with what this rocket is. And then the fourth stage down here. Again, it just really helps with the propulsion of the rocket. So right here is actually where things get interesting. This is the lander. What actually got the astronauts onto the surface. Now, don't cancel me for this clip, but there was also a moon rock sample which we could feel. Pretty cool. And here were the vehicles which were driven on the moon. So now we're headed to another, I guess, movie, which is gonna show the actual mission to the moon. Here we saw a big part of the mission, which was the moon landing. And yes, all the physical objects were lifted by cables, and the audio of the mission communication was playing in the background. This was the landing capsule for the crew to safely return to Earth once they were returning from the moon. Then we finished by taking a quick stop at the gift shop. And then we returned back to the main part of the visitor complex by using the bus and continue this epic tour. By the way, this massive building is the vehicle assembly building. It is where the rockets are assembled and brought out to the launch pad. So right behind me is the Space Shuttle Atlantis exhibit, and this is like an actual 1-to-1 scale model, and it's huge. Like, it's absolutely massive. I'm gonna go stand up right next to it so I can show you how large it is right now. I mean, you can see some people behind me, but like, I feel like standing next to it, you know, why not? As we entered the building, there were so many photos of the space shuttle as well as some rather famous quotes regarding the space shuttle. After watching another short video, the projector screen opened up and revealed the Space Shuttle Atlantis right behind it. So what you are seeing here is the Canada arm, and from its name, it was made in Canada. It is used to move payloads around in space, and the second version of this is on the International Space Station. This is the Hubble Space Telescope. Not the actual one, of course. The actual one is still in use. But this is I believe, a 1-to-1 scale replica. ये है Space Shuttle का cockpit, at least a replica. It has all the controls and displays placed in the same way as it was on the Atlantis. But obviously some parts may not be from the Atlantis itself. And from the cockpit you were able to control basically everything on board the shuttle, including the Canada arm. And finally, right here is the main engine of the space shuttle. Basically this thing right here is huge. And this is the heat shield, which let the shuttle re-enter the atmosphere without burning up. You don't want burn people and a destroyed shuttle from this mission, right? These are actual tires made for the mission. And like this thing carries that whole thing up there. Or finally, ये है Mars के rovers. You can see the Pathfinder, Curiosity, Perseverance, and the Ingenuity helicopter. And as we were leaving the complex, we were greeted by these rockets lit up in blue, as well as some Christmas karaoke, which was a very nice touch. And that was it for NASA's Kennedy Space Center visitor complex. I honestly cannot express clearly how much I loved this area. Like everything was so hands-on and so, I guess, up close that you could actually understand like completely how everything worked. There was like so many films you could check out, or well, short videos about how each mission went through. Then there was the exhibits about like the space shuttle, the rockets, and then there was of course the gift shop, which, you know, I had to stop by and buy something. I just completely loved everything about this place. And yeah, that was it for today's video. If you guys liked it, then consider hitting that thumbs up button to show your support to the channel. And also, as always, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until the next video, keep the kite soaring high. See ya.